Oui. Bonjour à tous, nous sommes au Club des Pyramides pour une étape, une énième étape, une super étape du Cupra PADEL-Point Tour. Messieurs, bonjour, nous sommes avec Matthias et Flo.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, monsieur.
So we speak in English, it will be easier. So I would like to talk about PADEL-Point first in France. Okay, what is your feeling about the development of PADEL-Point in France? And after we will talk more about international. Okay, so Flo, could you tell me what is your feeling in France? Good, very good, lovely.
Yeah, so the pedal in France is super exciting. We see at the moment in every stop around France that there are existing pedal communities, high passionate, and that the sport is really close to explode. So we are super excited to do our Cupra PADEL-Point tour all over France, and it's super positive.
Could you maybe talk about the politics around the development of PADEL-Point? We can say everything, of course, but maybe you can talk about what you are doing with the club, with, of course, these competitions.
Yeah, sure. So the Cupra PADEL-Point Tour, our goal is to really push the amateur sport and to make it more popular, more visible, and to bring new people to the sport to discover the pedal. And so we are working now with 11 facilities all over France, you know, to have in 2022 the first kickoff, and we want to do it in 17 cities in 23. And really create excitement about pedal in the market with the PADEL Magazine for sure, and more to come next year.
And maybe Instant Paddle is the new newspaper. Maybe you saw the new newspaper.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We love it.
You love it?
Yes.
Did you understand everything?
Yeah,
inside?
50%.
Yeah, 50%. Good. Now we'll talk more about international. I know PADEL-Point is everywhere. PADEL-Point in Italy.
Yes.
A lot. Maybe you could talk about the evolution of PADEL-Point in these countries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. I guess it's very clear that Spain is the biggest market right now. I guess no explanation needed. But what are the biggest markets behind Spain? For sure, it's Italy. You can see it in the number of courts, in the number of sales online and in the stores. For sure, Italy is a booming market. And do not forget Scandinavia, especially Sweden. Yeah, maybe on the same level as Italy. In numbers of courts and sales, etc., etc. Then for sure our focus is also on Benelux, especially Netherlands, Belgium, where we can see also a lot of courts coming up. We have a new country manager in this area who will push tennis and paddle for sure. And Germany is a little bit behind, as always. Yeah. So, but especially the German market, the market in Switzerland and Austria, we want to develop this market, and maybe it's the next step for the Cupra PADEL-Point Tour to go to Austria maybe next year.
Austria. Oh, okay. So it's a news. Is it possible maybe to get the percentage of the market? For PADEL-Point, you talk about Spain. The main market is Spain, but sure. Is it possible to say maybe market is 50% and the other is 50%? What is the part?
You mean from the PADEL-Point perspective?
Yes, of course.
Yes, so for sure we as Tennis Point and PADEL-Point, our main markets are more the German-speaking ones, but for sure paddle is not so big. So our most important markets are, as we say, Italy, Sweden, and Spain. But we see France is growing and growing and growing, and that's why we see France as a strategic market to start with the Cupra PADEL-Point Tour, to grow the brand, because here it's a perfect fit with a perfect team, Tennis Point in France, who wants to focus on growing the brand PADEL-Point and for sure the sports paddle.
We can see the paddle is very known in South America. So is it these countries you are interested by this country too? Are you close? Are you seeing these countries too?
For sure, the South American market is interesting, but from our strategic point is more Europe and also the US market. So we entered the US market with Tennis Point, with the tennis brand. We acquired 2 big companies, but for the future, for the I don't know if it's next year or the year after. We for sure want to also grow Padel-Point and the paddle sports itself. Yeah.
Tennis point, paddle point, everywhere. About France now, or what is the future about this year and about the next years? What could you say maybe about new? Give me a few new things. It's an exclusivity with Flo. You will tell me everything.
Yeah. So for sure for next year we are planning to do the Cupra Padel-Point tour all over France, to scale it up to 70 cities. So we will come to your city hopefully as well. And for sure we are planning next year some nice big activations in the Paris area, Lyon, and in Toulouse there's something to come.
Okay.
So we have some nice partnerships coming up. So I cannot talk too much about it, but there's a lot of in the pipeline today, and you will see much more in the next weeks.
A huge teasing from Flo. Okay, so we see that later. Thank you guys, and
you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
and good luck for the future.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup.